Vinny Magalhaes, 34 years of age, 6'3", 204. His reach, 1 inch advantage over Sean O'Connell and 2 in the leg department. The 35-year-old O'Connell, 6'1", 204. He says this will probably be his last fight. Now, he did throw a caveat there, boss, saying if someone wants to pay me a lot of money to come back and fight one more fight, I might consider it. But he would like to make this his last fight with a title belt.
So what you're saying is that he is fighting for the money and not for the belt.
We could
Finally, somebody speaks the truth. You want both, right?
Well, I bet he didn't ask his wife about that little caveat.
Yeah.
We are set to go in the light heavyweight division as we send it in to Joe Martinez for the official introductions.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are set to go with the next bout tonight, brought to you by Estrella Jalisco, the official beer of the Professional Fighters League, available inside at all concession stands. And now, fight fans, 5 rounds this for $1 million and the PFL Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a kickboxer, standing 6 feet, 1 inch tall. Weighing in officially 204 1/4 pounds in 30 professional bouts. His record, 20 victories and 10 defeats. Here's the number 6 seeded light heavyweight from Salt Lake City, Utah, the real OC, Sean O'Connell! And across the cage stands his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A Jiu-Jitsu practitioner standing 6 feet 3 inches tall. Also weighing in officially 204 1/4 pounds. His professional record, 18 victories, 9 defeats, and 1 no contest. Here's the number 1 seeded submission specialist from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Vinny Magalhaes. And your referee in charge of the action, getting us started, Keith Peterson.
Five-minute rounds here for the championship belt. 10-point must system based on aggression and control. There are no knees to the head of a grounded opponent, and there are no elbows anywhere, anytime in the PFL.
Sir, are you ready? Fight!
Get set. This one could end quickly. Vinny Magalhaes taking on Sean O'Connell. O'Connell looking to land the big knockout punch. Vinny Magalhaes looking to submit by way of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
I like O'Connell is lighter on his feet than he normally is, and that's smart because he needs to.
Whoa.
Oh, look at this.
Man, Vinny.
Magalhaes in there banging with Sean
Exactly. I don't know if that's
O'Connell. Did
the
not
smartest thing
expect
to
that. Oh, there's a shot. Slipped right under that punch of O'Connell. Using the fence now, going to try and find a pull away. O'Connell, he pulls guard. Leg lock attempt here. He's got a good heel hook attempt.
This is worse.
Now he's switching to the other side.
He only has to push
This
his
is
feet,
really,
toes down
really
now.
dangerous.
He only has to push the toes down now and he wins.
Sean O'Connell trains with Jeremy Horn, is one of the best submission guys in this game. So I guarantee he's been in this position before.
He was working his leg as well.
This is not where Sean wanted to be, but guys, we've seen Sean in bad places before, and somehow, some way, he finds his way out of it. Up kick now coming from Vinny Magalhaes. O'Connell raining down some heavy punches.
And Plata attempt. Magalhaes being very, very active from the bottom. Pushes O'Connell away, and smartly O'Connell steps back.
O'Connell
Come on,
looking to get him
stand
back
up.
up.
Let's go here.
Vinny Magalhaes deciding to go in close corners and throw some
Nice
lows.
straight jab. Another straight jab by Magalhaes.
Look at this.
Cut open
Big
up on the
left
head
hook.
of Sean O'Connell. He continues to throw.
Sometimes I don't think O'Connell fights until he's bleeding.
It's so weird. He gets better when he gets hit.
And now Vinny decides to slow the pace down just a little bit.
In deep on the double. Look for him to try and close those legs together and pull them out from underneath O'Connell. O'Connell got to try and reach down, get that underhook, and pull Vinny back up to that chest-to-chest position. Nice takedown by Magalhaes. Magalhaes gonna look, oh, be careful, O'Connell, don't give up your back.
Do not give your back to Vinny.
And Vinny's got 1, 2 hooks in. He's a little high.
But there's a plethora of submissions for this guy.
Maybe
right
the most
here.
surprising thing is this fight's gone over 2 minutes for Vinny Magalhaes. The most he's worked. The most he's had to work this season. Postures up momentarily, now fishing again for the rear naked choke.
Gonna try and pound on him a little and soften him up, and then find a way to sneak into that neck.
Sean O'Connell, one of the toughest cats in the PFL right now. He is carrying the Brazilian backpack and blood dripping from the forehead.
Try to stretch him out. There we go. Keep that close together. Oh, nice job here by O'Connell coming back up.
Look at that, hooks in, good position.
He needs to stretch one leg and get one hook off.
Oh, there you got one hook off, nice job.
Might be a side choke coming up.
Could be rolling right into a side choke.
Saw Keith Peterson looked at Sean, he said, I'm okay, I'm okay. Former world champion in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, black belt Vinny Magalhães is no joke on the ground.
You know what O'Connell said? He trains with high-level guys. He says, I can survive there. Yeah, I'm not going to catch him, but I can at least survive.
Vinny looking to lock around that waist and that body triangle.
Sean O'Connell now trying to survive this last 90 seconds of round number one. What did he tell us, guys? He said, lose a round, not the fight. Look at this,
Body triangle right there. Very tough for the bottom guy to breathe in this situation.
Not everyone can do this, but Vinny is certainly taking away Sean's big punching power here. Now Magalhães starting to rain down punches again. Coming up on 60 seconds to go, this of the first round, scheduled for 5.
Another leg lock attempt.
That's an inverted heel hook again. Again, he simply has to push the toes down now, and he has a submission. I want to fight like that. It's a very weird thing to do, but it's super effective.
Sean just trying to create the distance so he can get this thing back to the feet and fire off the big punches.
Magalhães trying to isolate that leg. Sean O'Connell find a way to put torque and twist on that knee.
He's got to watch out now again, because he puts his leg into an inverted leg lock position for Magalhães. And there we go again for that inverted heel against the hardest one.
Got that toes locked in that armpit, and he starts to twist. And that's going to put a lot of pressure on Sean O'Connell's knee ligaments.
Good defense there by Sean, pulling off the hands.
Final 10.
Very smart. That's it.
So it looks like Vinny Magalhães will have to go into the second round to see if he can get the win. As Sean O'Connell survives an onslaught on the ground. Here it is one more time. That's the shot.
Yep.
Nice straight jab by Vinny Magalhães.
Another one.
Nice shots by Sean O'Connell, too. There's a
Sean cracked him.
O'Connell cracked him good. Ooh,
nice.
Flush on the nose.
Body shot. Oh, I thought it was left with the body coming. Looping around. Ay, ay, ay.
3 minutes and 28 seconds of ground time, guys, in round number one. That's got to be the advantage. Vinny Magalhães. Sean O'Connell, though. One punch power as we go to the second round.
This goes 5 rounds. Both these guys are going to be standing there looking at each other going, what the heck?
Yeah, that nobody would expect that. Nice one, too.
Guys, the second round has been Sean O'Connell's member against Honey Marks in Chicago. And he's hurt him.
Dives in on the legs.
Good defense. Takedown defense. Brawl.
Again, pulls guard, trying to get to that leg lock.
Nice
O'Connell
job.
says not
Walk
happening.
away.
Get up.
Sean O'Connell.
Vinny Magalhães is looking a little weary.
Yeah, he took a shot.
Right away in on that leg.
Very hard not to go to the ground.
There you go.
It's very smart what he's doing.
I think O'Connell realizes he took a lot out of him in that first round.
Sean's corner telling me hurt him.
O'Connell to be able to get out of those positions, and he spent a lot of energy there.
That's real discipline. Sean is not going to go to the ground with him.
Yeah.
Jab! Get the jab going! Stay sharp! Use that jab!
Whoa! Big shots by Sean O'Connell.
Again, a good sprawl. If you can stay out of it. That's your favorite position right there, Randy. Almost. He's got the leg.
He came out the back door. He's going for a leg lock again. Trying to climb up and isolate a leg. O'Connell's doing a great job of keeping his weight on that leg.
He needs to just turn to the left and pull out, course her
This is
out.
going to get harder and harder for Magalhães as they
There
get
you
sweaty.
go. That's what he needs to do.
Sean just walks away. So you have two athletes, both very well versed in their specialty art. Sean O'Connell wants to knock your block off, and Vinny wants to get it to the ground. And neither one of them budging on the game plan at this point.
And he's listening to Jeremy Horn, O'Connell.
Yeah.
He said, push that head down the whole time, and that's what he's doing right now.
Second round has been Sean O'Connell's trademark. He did it against Ronnie Marks. He did it against Dan Spawn. Can he turn the tables here on Vinny Magalhães? Halfway through round number 2.
Straight right, shoot. High, right high.
It's what they're sucking.
Fight his body too, Vin.
Oh! Clipped him.
Oh, another one. Magalhães is in trouble.
Wow. He's got to watch out for a knee bar. He's looking to roll. You see, he was looking for a knee bar.
Absolutely was.
And Sean's feeling the momentum turning in his favor as Magalhães has just nothing left in his arms. He's taking shots every time O'Connell comes in. His best offense is these singles.
He's diving in on these singles to get his hand out of the way of Sean O'Connell's fists.
Good work there by O'Connell for hitting the body. Very smart because Magalhães is already tired.
Yep.
So let's interrupt the breathing pattern a little bit more. Just keep on hitting. I think Magalhães should change game plans now. He should strike a little bit because shooting for the singles, you see it coming now.
I'm surprised Sean's even going this much into the ground with him and not just standing him up.
He can't break that grip.
Yeah, he's got a death grip on his leg right now.
Takes those hips off of Vinny's legs, and Vinny's going to try and roll to guard and pull him into this guard game.
The question is, how quickly can Vinny Magalhães recover after taking some big shots here in round number 2, the round that Sean O'Connell has done so much damage throughout the season and in the playoffs.
Trying to choke here from front headlock position.
Tries to open some space so we can hit the face as well. Wow, this is going to be a very interesting third round, I can tell you that. Wow.
Vinny seems to be okay with just staying in this position. He's taking some damage. Sean is just exhausted, and we will go to a third round.
Wise words there from Jeremy Horn.
And I'm just surprised he's going to stand toe-to-toe with Sean.
That did surprise me, but Sean's not giving him a lot of choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the moment, once they start throwing power shots, that's the moment to dive, you know.
But his transition skill, he's kind of diving into that single. He's not really moving his feet and driving through Sean O'Connell to take him down.
Yep. Oof, wow.
He's exhausted and he's scared. Don't get careless. You feel me? Got it, man. Use that jab. Let's get that jab going, Sean. Everything looks fucking awesome.
Sean O'Connell landing 23 ground strikes in round number 2 to Vinny's 0. You're not going to abandon your game plan coming into this point, but guys, for Vinny Magalhães, this is a totally different story for him throughout the PFL season. As the doctor now taking a closer look at the cut over Sean's right eye.
Okay, the door's closing.
Door closed, so we are on for a third round of 5. This for the light heavyweight belt. Sean O'Connell taking on Vinny Magalhães.
Oh.
Wow. Vinny has the strength to go top shelf, and O'Connell keeps coming forward again.
Oh, nice. Right kick, right hand.
You don't see
Another
that.
right hand.
But you know,
Oh, wobble by O'Connell.
Sean has got those skates going. We saw that earlier in the season,
We
but
saw
he
it
came
2
back and
times
fired
before.
the left, and he's doing it again.
Vinny's in trouble.
Vinny's in big trouble.
push the legs to the side.
Both fighters struggling to keep their stance, and O'Connell says, come on up.
Wow.
Yeah, you said it, man. When he's in danger, that's when he's most dangerous.
Oh, digging deep,
again,
big
big
left. Vinny wants no part of that Sean O'Connell left. He's got one too many already.
And the amount of energy that Vinny is spending also on the takedowns constantly.
Yep.
Yep, absolutely. But it's a pure desperation. He's getting clobbered.
Yep.
He's got to dive in on those hips, or he's going to continue to eat those shots.
And the same recipe again. Sean O'Connell pawing with the right, then the left. Vinny dives in, grabs the single to slow him down and lock him up.
That's what
Vinny
Jeremy
trying to
said.
suck that leg in. You got to keep that knee off the mat. Make your opponent on the bottom carry all your weight. Drive with your toes, pick your knees up, and make him carry every ounce of that weight.
What a contrast in styles, and Sean O'Connell has certainly found his spots.
Right straight to the body.
Wow.
Oh, man. Grueling fight.
Yep.
And every 30 seconds is the same position. Every time.
This is a wash, rinse, repeat situation as Vinny Magalhaes again is taking the shots.
Big
Can
left.
Sean put him down this time?
Big lefts. Goes in on the single again. There's driving those hips, getting that knee off the mat.
It's not popular with the fans here, especially for the real OC fans, but this is effective for Vinny Magalhaes. This is basically all he's got to do to stay alive in this one.
He had trouble picking his hand up to say, come on, get up.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Oh, nice body
There's
shot.
the body shot you wanted. Oh, fell into that
Look at
left
that.
hook. Vinny is very, very tired here.
Yeah, Vinny is just gassed. Under 2 minutes to go here, round number 3. He's going to roll to his back. Sean's going to engage him this time with some big punches.
Shouldn't be here.
Be careful
He
here.
shouldn't be there.
He's going to get chewed out by Jeremy Horn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to
Just
train
too-
with Jeremy on
yeah.
Monday.
Too sweaty there as Vinny's unable to lock him up. They look like they've gone 15 rounds. And here we are in round number 3, and O'Connell keeps firing those shots.
He's going to get a warning.
Vinny doesn't have a whole lot left here,
No.
guys.
Body shots.
One
That's what.
well-placed punch from O'Connell, and this thing's going to be over.
I think whoever wins this fight certainly earned their $1 million.
no question.
Holy cow. And this is a bad position
Yep.
for Vinny against the fence. Referee's looking at this hard. Oh, armbar.
Armbar.
How sweaty is he? Can he
Stacking.
get out? Hey, nice job.
Nice job. Well, he said what he was going to do.
He's got
He
one.
told us.
Yeah, he's
Sean barely has the strength to walk away from him. And Vinny barely has the strength to stand up.
like drunken kung fu out there.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 big shots. Another one. Diving in on the single again.
Final 10 seconds of round number 3. As O'Connell staggers away, Vinny staggers to his feet.
Wow.
The
Did not
epitome of
expect
an
this.
absolute war inside the cage.
Okay.
Magalhaes, something's
Listen
wrong.
more.
Okay.
Hey, does he want to continue? It's over. It's over.
I think he fractured his orbit. Look at his cheek.
Yeah,
That is it. It is all over.
Yep. Yep, the fight is over.
Keith Peterson has ended the fight. It is all over.
He was whispering to Eric when he got back to his corner, and something definitely happened.
What a storybook ending for him. This is insane. He got married, his wife is pregnant, now they can buy a house. He came back out of retirement to do this. Unbelievable. That's unbelievable.
And all the fans that traveled from Salt Lake City, Utah to support Sean O'Connell. And what a party they'll have tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of round number 3, the corner of Magalesh requests this bout come to a stop, declaring your winner by TKO, the winner of $1 million and new PFL Light Heavyweight Champion of the World, the real OC, Sean O'Connell!
Take a look at our cage muscle tail of the tape. Significant leg reach advantage for Emiliano Sordi, but don't sleep on the 79-inch reach of Jordan Johnson. He's a wrestler, but he likes to use his jab. Interestingly enough, Randy, he did come in leaner than we've seen him. He only weighed 202 pounds.
Well, I think he feels re-energized. He's got this new camp, new guys calling the shots, and he gets to come into practice and listen instead of kind of setting up his own training program, and I think that's really made a difference.
Our first title on the line tonight at Madison Square Garden. Lillian Garcia gets us started.
We are live on ESPN2 from New York City with the 2019 PFL World Championship. This is the first of 6 straight title fights, and this one is in the light heavyweight division, brought to you by Presidente. So fight fans, get fired up, cause it's about to get real! Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a former wrestler from the University of Iowa. He stands at 6'1", weighs in officially at 202 pounds. In 14 professional bouts, he has a record of 12 victories, 1 defeat, and 1 draw. He is the number 7 seed, fighting out of Gilbert, Arizona. Here is Jordan Big Swingin' Johnson! His opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is a striker, standing at 6'2", weighing in officially at 204 pounds. In 29 professional bouts, he has a record of 21 victories, 8 defeats, with 15 wins by knockout. He is the number 1 seed, fighting out of Rio Cuarto, Argentina, Emiliano Sordi. Your referee in charge, Dan Murliata.
Dan Murgliata, the big man inside of the cage here. 205-pound title bout. 5 potential 5-minute rounds. Jordan Johnson in the silver trunks. Emiliano Sordi in the gold.
All right, gentlemen, you ready, sir? You ready, sir? Let's go, fight.
A touch of the gloves to get it started. The first title bout of the evening. First of 6 in the biggest night in mixed martial arts. Jordan Johnson lands a jab to start things out. Emiliano Sordi offers him a right hand for his effort.
Here's the real challenge in this fight. These guys know each other well. They used to train together for quite some time. So they both know what each other brings to the cage. It's going to be
Nice 1-2 there from Emiliano Sordi. And a long left from Jordan Johnson. He's landed a couple already. Nice uppercut on an exchange earlier from Jordan Johnson. He comes into this fight with increased confidence after the playoffs. Said he learned a lot about himself. Grabs a low single there. And he gets Emiliano Sordi to the mat. Right back to his feet.
right back up. Doing a nice job of not spending any time on the bottom underneath a guy like Jordan Johnson. Circles right up and comes right back to his feet.
Body shot there from Sordi. And then he went upstairs, but Johnson wisely ducks it.
Already keeping Johnson's back to the fence, trying to find his rhythm and land those shots.
Johnson there attempted the single leg. When it was apparent he wasn't going to get it, he switched it to a leg kick as Sorty exited. Nice jab from Jordan Johnson.
That 79-inch reach coming in handy.
90 seconds gone here in the first round. Nice right hand there from Sorty. Johnson in trouble.
There's Jordan Johnson's father, Jared Johnson, watching from cage side.
Johnson fighting for the super low single here, ducking his head inside and out of the low leg of Emiliano Sorty, trying to avoid those
Johnson's
hammer
hurt. I believe Johnson's hurt
in
here.
trouble. Emiliano Sorty pouring it on from the top. Jordan Johnson turtling, and Dan Mergliata waves it off. Emiliano Sorty, the new light heavyweight champion of PFL Season 2. We take a look at our light heavyweight title bout final fight stats. 31 strikes landed for Emiliano Sorty, 20 of those on the ground. And the fists of the Argentine have delivered a belt and $1 million to Rio Cuarto, Cordoba, Argentina. Impressive performance and a dominant run through the entire season for He-Man. Take a look at a couple of replays here. This was really what started the trouble. Mid-conversation, a glancing right hand from Emiliano Sorty as Jordan Johnson dove down for a takedown attempt, and the hammer fist landing accurately on the ear on the side of the head. You can see Johnson trying to duck away from them, ends up turtling up, and Dan Mergliata eventually steps in, having seen enough and knowing what kind of thunder Emiliano Sorty has packed in his hands all season long. Lillian Garcia has an official call inside the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, the stoppage comes officially at 2 minutes and 1 second into round number 1. By TKO, your newest millionaire and the 2019 PFL Light Heavyweight Champion of the World, Emiliano Sorty!
As we take a look at our tail of the tape, Antonio Carlos Jr., older, taller, longer arms, but it's Martin Hamlet with the slight advantage on the leg reach. Lillian Garcia sets the stage.
24 nations have been represented here in the 2021 season of the Professional Fighters League. And now, this championship fight is in the light heavyweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is a wrestler. Standing at 6'1", he officially weighs in at 205 pounds. In 10 professional bouts, he has a record of 8 wins and 2 losses, with 6 victories by way of stoppage. Fighting out of Tønsberg, Norway, here is your number 3 seed, Martin the Dark Horse Hamlet. His opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he is a Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. Standing at 6'2", he officially weighs in at 204.5 pounds. In 19 professional bouts, he has a record of 12 wins, 5 losses, and 2 no contests, with 9 victories by submission. Fighting out of João Pessoa, Brazil, here is the number 1 seed, shoeface, Antonio Carlos Jr. Your referee in charge, Keith Peterson.
Keith Peterson equipped with the ref cam. Antonio Carlos Jr., the Brazilian in the gold trunks. Martin Hamlet, the Norwegian, in the black and gray. 5 5-minute rounds of light heavyweight action for a belt and $1 million. Experience versus promise potentially in this one. Antonio Carlos Jr. almost 3 times the number of fights of Martin Hamlet and his pro record.
Hamlet said he's going to go easy on the wrestling in the first round or so, kind of ease into it. Feels like he may have gotten a little carried away in some of those fights, which caused him to fatigue in some of the later rounds. He doesn't want that to happen in a 5-round championship fight.
Yeah, I think he also doesn't want to give Antonio Carlos Jr. a lot of time on the ground to set up one of those submissions. He needs to be very careful in his approach, but he looks absolutely massive out there against Shoeface.
Nice low kick there after a couple of jabs from Antonio Carlos Jr., who then moves out of range of the high kick response from Martin Hamlet. We make a big deal out of Antonio Carlos Jr.'s grappling accolades, Kenny, but to get here, he had to beat the Season 2 champion, Emiliano Sordi, and there was a lot of striking in that bout, and he accounted very well for himself.
Yeah, absolutely. Really proved himself as a true mixed martial artist in that fight. Oh, big left hand there by Hamlet.
And now Hamlet rushing in after he got Antonio Carlos Jr. off balance.
Well, Shoeface has to be real careful with that jab. He's kind of a little bit lazy with it, kind of drops his hand after he throws that flick jab, which allows for a counter shot. And that's kind of what happened with that left hand.
Hamlet looking to score big on the exit there. Antonio Carlos Jr. was able to avoid a couple of punches. And now Shoeface is pressing. Got Hamlet circling around the edge. That right hand snuck through. And a jab.
I think Hamlet thought he hurt Carlos Jr. and rushed in the way he did. And I think that's an indication of his inexperience a little bit.
Randy, we talk about his relative lack of experience in MMA, but as you pointed out, he's a 7-time national champion in Norway, Olympic program, Greco-Roman. It's not MMA, but it is high-level competition. How much value does that experience have?
Oh, I think you have to count that. He's been in pressure situations with a lot on the line many, many times, so it absolutely counts in his competitive experience for sure.
This is the second of 6 world title bouts tonight in the biggest night in mixed martial arts. Still to come on ESPN2, Clarissa Shields, and of course, Ray Cooper III, Magomed Karamov, Kayla Harrison versus Taylor Gardano. 4 more title bouts after this one tonight. Nice combination.
Nice double leg.
Good setup there from Antonio Carlos Jr. Right onto the back of Martin Hamlet. Closing in on 90 seconds left here in the first round. And the Norwegian finds himself in a very unfortunate position with Shoeface on his back.
Oh, this is not a good position. Antonio Carlos Jr. now at that body triangle.
Hamlet just stands up. He's got to carry Shoeface's weight.
Oh!
And there, after the spin, he's got the choke in. Martin Hamlet taps out.
That's it.
Antonio Carlos Jr. rear naked choke for a championship at $1 million.
Amazing performance by Antonio Carlos Jr. Here he's going to set up that nice straight right hand. Comes right down the pike. Lands flush on Hamlet's face. Hamlet returns with the hook. Here's with body triangle on, trying to find a way to get those hands, soften him up and get those hands around the neck. Hamlet trying to swing him around. No luck. Exposes his neck, and it's cinched on tight just like that.
And that's the problem with that body triangle. You can spin all you want, but that man is not going to go anywhere with that control around the hips. And as he did it, he lifted up his chin, and Antonio Carlos Jr. wasn't going to let that go by. Slid that arm underneath the neck, and this is the signature move of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. What a win there.
There's our Cageonomics Stats Bundle presented by Geico. Got it done early. It only took the 1 takedown. Antonio Carlos Jr. set it up perfectly, gets under, and takes this championship out into his world. PFL's exclusive fighter performance rating is sponsored by Rich Energy. And Randy, for the uninitiated, how do you score 100 out of 100 in FPR?
Gotta have a finish.
And that's exactly what Antonio Carlos Jr. got. Lillian Garcia makes it official.
Fight fans, the stoppage comes officially at 3 minutes and 49 seconds of round number 1. Submission by rear naked choke. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 PFL Light Heavyweight World Champion, Shoeface Antonio Carlos Jr.
All right, let's take a look at the keys to victory here for both men. For Robert Wilkinson, he needs to use his reach and size advantage here over Omari, and needs to make Omari tired early in this fight. For Akhmedov, he needs to get on the inside with feints and rhythm changes.
Tail of the tape for this light heavyweight affair brought to you by Puncher's Chance Kentucky Bourbon. Omari Akhmedov is 5 years older than Robert Wilkinson. Wilkinson is the taller fighter at 6'3". Akhmedov actually weighed in below the light heavyweight limit, 203 pounds for him. And you can see the reach advantage favoring Robert Wilkinson in both the arms and the legs. Miguel Flores, our first title fight, please.
Good evening, fight fans. We are live from the Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden here in New York City for the 2022 PFL World Championship. It is MMA's richest night of the year. $6 million, 6 world titles, all on the line. It is now time for the PFL Light Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first in the blue corner. He is a mixed martial artist standing 6 feet tall. He weighed in at 202 3/4 pounds. With 24 victories, opposite of 7 defeats and 1 draw, including 15 wins by way of stoppage. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida by way of Dagestan, he is the number 2 seed, Omari Akhmedov. And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. He is a mixed martial artist standing at 6 feet 3 inches tall. He weighed in at 204 1/2 pounds. His record stands 16 victories, opposite of 2 defeats, including 15 wins by way of stoppage. Fighting out of Hobart, Tasmania, he is the number 1 seed, Razor, Robert Wilkinson. And the referee in charge, Keith Peterson.
Keith Peterson equipped with our ref cam. Robert Wilkinson in the yellow trunks. Omari Akhmedov in the black and gray. 5 5-minute rounds, 205-pound mixed martial arts.
Sir, you ready?
PFL championship action, a touch of the gloves, and we are underway in the richest night in mixed martial arts. Nice heavy low kick there from Omari Akhmedov, compromising the balance of Wilkinson temporarily. Akhmedov slipped to his back on that push kick attempt, gets right back to his feet.
Yeah, Wilkinson trying to dominate the center of the cage, trying to use those long-range weapons to keep Omari on the outside.
Both of these guys have big-time power, both of them big-time finishers this year. 3 finishes for Wilkinson, 2 for Omari Akhmedov, and one of them came with that overhand right, Kenny.
Yeah, and guys, I love how Akhmedov, knowing he doesn't have the same arm length as Wilkinson, is utilizing that calf kick with precision here.
Absolutely, that's a long-range weapon. He should be able to slow Wilkinson down a little bit, maybe hamper his mobility as this fight goes on.
Randy, how do you have to work on economy of motion in a 5-round fight? Neither of these guys have a lot of experience in 5-rounders.
Oh, I'm assuming both these guys did a lot of training to prepare for going 5 rounds. and stretch their rounds in practice to accommodate that and keep their wind and be able to go as hard as they need to go all 5 rounds to win.
You heard Dan Hardy in his breakdown talking about the rising attacks of Wilkinson, and he did land moments ago a scooping uppercut. That's a dangerous punch to start a combination with, though.
Yeah, Sean, and I love the adjustments that are being made in this fight. You have Wilkinson, who's trying to change his level. He's trying to lower his level. He's trying to lower his level by getting a wide stance, but that opens him up to a calf kick. And that's what Omari is throwing at him. He's also looking for that uppercut as Omari tries to level change and get low.
Great double jab there from Omari Akhmedov, showing his speed. Wilkinson has landed several hard shots. Saw Akhmedov temporarily asking for a low blow. Keith Peterson said no, keep fighting.
Wilkinson really trying to set up that right uppercut. There's that right hand over the top.
He's using his jab hand to parry that blocking hand down and coming over the top of that right hand.
Mouthpiece comes out, right back in, right back to the action. Round 1 almost halfway gone. A hot start so far at 205 pounds, as we expected from these two.
Wilkinson's got to be careful. He's carrying those hands a little bit too low, which is going to allow Omari to land that overhand right if he chooses. But it's Wilkinson who's landing a nice right hand down the middle.
I think Wilkinson's anticipating Akhmedov trying to come in and close the distance and shoot.
Yeah.
That's why his hands are a little lower. He does a great job of moving his head on line and parrying those punches as they come in. Wilkinson does.
Now Wilkinson still has to respect the power of the smaller Omari Akhmedov. He can crack. He's got to look for angles instead of staying right in front of Omari.
There's that right uppercut again. Big low kick. Oh, blitzing attack here from Robert Wilkinson.
Nice long punches by Robert.
And that blitz is one of Wilkinson's best attacks, Sean.
Akhmedov does a great job of staying just out of distance there. A lot of experience for the Dagestani, so once he gets into a rhythm and makes his reads, he gets more and more dangerous throughout the course of this fight. Another right hand lands for Wilkinson, compromising the balance of Akhmedov. Stands right back up. There's those low hands again, Randy.
Yeah. It's almost like he's daring him to throw it. He wants to slip and counter punch.
$1 million on the line here in this light heavyweight title fight. Another low calf kick. You can see that's tender for Wilkinson.
Yeah, and that is going to give you a dead leg. Your ankle starts to go numb. You can't really find the canvas very well with your lead leg, and that's going to take away power and mobility.
It may affect Wilkinson's ability to sprawl at some point.
Yeah.
That's the leg you got to pick up and move out of the way as a guy attacks your body.
It has become one of the most fast weapons. Big left hook. Rob Wilkinson
getting it back.
Hard. Oh, left landed. Wilkinson pulls his way into top position. Akhmedov trying to wrestle out of it.
Wilkinson is trying to go for the kill here. He's looking for that big right hand over the top. Omari finding a way to survive here.
Final 10 seconds of round number 1. Another combination from Wilkinson. Akhmedov displaying good toughness and
nice knee.
Saved by the bell potentially. That's the end of round number 1.
Nice switch knee. Wow, right on the money.
There they are, trading shots in tight there. He's been looking for that uppercut a lot, that shovel hook with that right hand. There he is catching Omari off balance there as he level changed. And again, he is with that wide base. It's opening him up to some calf kick. There's a beautiful right hand over the top. But Wilkinson still needs to respect that power. His hands have been a little bit low. There's a beautiful blitz there by Robert Wilkinson. That's a technique we've seen a lot here in 2022. And here's that double knee, bang! Omari found a way to survive somehow, Randy.
Yeah, absolutely. Took it right on the chin. Resilience is he's got a deep reservoir of resilience there. It's still in this, looking good.
So you ready? So you ready? Of a possible 5 at light heavyweight. Omari Akhmedov and Robert Wilkinson. Akhmedov in the gray trunks out of Dagestan. The Australian from Tasmania, Robert Wilkinson, in the yellow. Akhmedov, and sweat flying off the head, and there's another. Nice work here by Akhmedov to get down on this single.
Nice job there by Wilkinson.
Good night to Hobart, Tasmania, the Wilkinson watch party down there.
You can tell Wilkinson's trained for this. When Akhmedov gets in a closer range, he shortens those punches up. That's something you have to practice and prepare.
Now, the one thing that's concerning me for Wilkinson is he's getting that chin up a little too high when he's trading in the pocket.
Another uppercut just misses for Wilkinson.
But Wilkinson's speed is serving him well in those exchanges.
Wilkinson did his training at Factory X in Denver, Colorado, using that altitude to help with the conditioning here. Another blitzing attack, and he's got Omari Akhmedov on the retreat.
And he really credits Factory X for improving his fundamentals.
Big knee again.
Right down the middle. Helps Akhmedov get in deep on the single, head outside single, trying to find a way to finish. Wilkinson sprawls hard, gets his leg back.
Now Omari looking for that crackdown, decides to go to guard. This is not a good position. Plenty of time for Wilkinson to get a finish as he tries to move the mount.
Going to move the full mount there. Omari did a great job of getting that back leg into play.
And Randy, it's worth noting that Robert Wilkinson has had a bunch of knockouts this year, right? 3 knockouts this year. He actually came into the season with more submission finishes than knockout finishes. He keeps telling us, everyone's sleeping on my grappling, and I don't know why.
We get to see him use it in a single PFL fight. I think that's why. And I think that's why Akhmedov believes he has a shot if he can get this fight to the ground. And why he's pushing the takedown.
That was a nice short right hand there from Akhmedov.
Wilkinson ran right into it. He's going to have to be, as Kenny likes to say, more disciplined defensively.
Yeah, absolutely. That chin is just popping up there, Sean. And again, getting in these exchanges, Omari, he might be the smaller guy, but I tell you what, he can crack. This has been a very fast-paced fight here at 205 pounds. Just crazy.
Nasty low kick there from Wilkinson. They've exchanged a couple of those in this fight.
Whoa!
Good right hand again. Wilkinson shakes it off. That usually means it lands.
Oh, nice uppercut by Wilkinson.
Nice counter punches.
Oh, these guys are going back and forth here.
You think $1 million was on the line or something?
Yeah. As Randy said, $1 million to the winning fighter. And
I hope you bought a pay-per-view. You better have bought a pay-per-view. Oh, you're missing one right now.
Akhmedov looked like the puppet strings were cut for a second there, but he just grabs the single.
I mean, that's his comfort zone. That's where he's used to being. When he gets hurt, that's where he's going to go.
Another knee landed, and you can see blood pouring down the face of Omari Akhmedov. Time!
Oh, they're going to check this cut.
We'll take a look at the cut.
It's a dandy.
It is on the inside of the eyebrow and forehead. You hope that a fight like this does not end on a cut. But even if it does, Rob Wilkinson will have earned it. That knee was nasty.
Wilkinson's got to be scratching his head going, man, what's keeping this guy standing up still?
Oh, it's a nasty one, guys.
Oh, yeah, that's a big gash.
Now,
the key is, does it have...
Good. Good. Yep.
Slides down.
Doctor says it's good. We can continue. The placement of that cut, as you well know, Randy, means that it's not going to open further and compromise the eyelid and probably not the vision long-term for Omari Akhmedov. That's what doctors are looking for.
And it looks like it's running right down his nose and not getting into his eye to affect his vision.
and we have seen Akhmedov bloodied and battered before and find a way to win. So do not count out Akhmedov. He's still dangerous.
Well, trust me, there's no quitting this guy. He's not quitting, no way.
He was bleeding just like this when he choked Theodoros
Exactly.
all the way out. Now the right hand lands for Akhmedov. The right is finding its home. The second round has been much better for that right hand, Kenny.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can see Robert Wilkinson just wading forward, shoving the smaller man, trying to get him out of there. Blood pouring from the face of Omari Akhmedov.
Oh, nice combination there by Wilkinson, a 2-1. Oh, and an uppercut. How is Omari sticking around here?
Oh my gosh.
Wilkinson really pouring it on with less than 5 seconds in the second round. Body shot.
Body shots.
Fight back!
Uppercut.
He grabs another clinch.
Oh, big
uppercut and a hook.
Omari's fighting back though.
Oh, hand left.
Time, it's time.
In the hook.
How in the heck?
What a fight.
Omari Akhmedov looking like a bobblehead there. I don't know how he was still standing.
Yeah, and he's struggling to his stool a little bit there. He is exhausted.
Keep an eye on Robert Wilkinson also.
Yeah,
Not
that was a
nearly
lot,
as damaged.
lot of output.
That's a lot
of output.
And a lot of those, Randy, he's going for the finish. He's pouring everything into those knees and into those punches.
We're not even in the third round. It's crazy.
This is what happens when there is $1 million on the line. This is a life-changing, career-changing, legacy-changing opportunity for these men.
And a little bit of chaos going on in the corner of Akhmedov.
I think the doctors are trying to assess whether he's healthy enough to continue, and his cornermen are trying to stop the bleeding on that gash.
Trying to buoy him as well as he gets into this third round. Just an insane fight so far.
Pete Peterson's going to have the doctor take another look. And the commission clean up some of the Vaseline potentially on that fight.
It's a time. It gets a time.
Yeah, they're taking a good hard look at him here. That is a nasty gash. They're gonna let him go.
To stop the fight. He cannot continue the fight.
You want to stop? So me, you're stopping the fight. Fight's over.
Fight's over.
That's it.
Omari Akhmedov. The doctor says no more. Robert Wilkinson becomes the first PFL champion from Australia.
There's Wilkinson stalking down. Here's a big overhand right to cuts. An uppercut misses. Wilkinson kept his hands pretty low, but he moved his head well, and he just stayed right in the pocket, stayed right at length, using that length advantage to him. There's a 4-punch, 5-punch combination, uppercut. He knows he's got him in trouble. Knee up the middle. He just stays right in there. No room to breathe. Here's Akhmedov, big swing and a miss. Counter punches. Again, 5-punch combination coming right down the pike. Wilkinson doing a great job with his footwork and keeping his stead. Here again, Wilkinson. A couple of those missed. Keeping the pressure on. There's a nice little pop from Akhmedov. Going to rely on his wrestling. In on the single. Wilkinson doing a nice job of landing some hammer fists. Doing his best to use the fence. Here's the uppercut. I think we're getting close to the end here. Landing lots of shots. Great combinations. The knee misses. Comes back to the knee, back to the clinch. Combination after combination. No idea what's keeping Omari Akhmedov standing at this point. Tasmania, Hobart, Tasmania right there, celebrating the victory.
Here's our Cageonomics stats bundle presented by Geico. Look at that, 99 big punches landed for Robert Wilkinson. We talked about output, Randy. That's output.
That is output.
2 rounds, 150 strikes thrown, a bunch of those landed, the knees, the punches, and Dan Hardy talked about the rising attacks. It was a rising attack that cut him open. Yep. It was a rising attack that almost put him away. There's fighter performance rating. They scored from 0 to 100 based on not only the action inside of the round, but the impact those actions have on an opponent. You saw Robert Wilkinson, big time first round, but a finish in the second round. That gives him a perfect score of 100. Miguel Flores will make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 5 minutes of round number 2 by doctor stoppage. Therefore, your winner by TKO, and now the 2022 PFL Light Heavyweight Champion, Razor Robert Wilkinson.
Tail of the tape for this championship fight brought to you by Celsius. Josh Silveira, 30 years of age, making him 1 year older than Impa Kasanganay. Silveira is also 1 inch taller. You can see both of these men weighed in under the 205-pound title limit. Reach advantage on the arms favoring Josh Silveira. They each have 42-inch measurements on the legs.
All right, keys to victory for Joshua Silveira. He needs to mix up his strikes, try to look for body shots and hit those takedowns. For Kasanganay, it's about his forward pressure, his boxing, and his patience.
Andy Shepard, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a 7-figure fight. 5 rounds of action for the PFL Light Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 6 feet tall. He winning officially at 203.5 pounds and holds a record of 14 victories and 3 defeats. Fighting out of Deerfield Beach, Florida, he is the 2023 Challenger Series winner, Chilobo Impa Kasanganay. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he is a grappling specialist and stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 202.5 pounds and holds an MMA record of 12 wins and 1 loss. 11 wins coming by way of stoppage. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, Joshua Silveira. Your referee in charge, Mario Yamazaki.
Mario Yamasaki equipped with the referee cam. Josh Silveira in the gold trunks. Impa Kasanganay in the gray. Potentially 5 5-minute rounds to decide the $1 million 205-pound championship winner.
There you go, first round, you ready? Are you ready? Let's go, come on.
Southpaw stance for Silveira. High kick attempt to open the action from Kasanganay.
Impa immediately trying to back up Josh Silveira.
Stabbing kick there from Silveira. Talked to him in the fighter meetings, and he said that was going to be a valuable weapon against the forward pressure.
Silveira trying to attack that body of Impa with those body kicks right down the middle. Has double unders briefly.
Impa able to pummel in.
Charge here! Now focus on outside. Circle off, push him against the cage, watch out for the trip.
Outside trip attempt here from Silveira, but Kasanganay was able to reverse position.
Oh, gets on top. In the mouth briefly.
Silveira coming out the back door, does a nice job of scrambling out of trouble.
Josh Silveira, Division I college wrestler at Arizona State University. Joining us to have some fun during this fight, Wiz Khalifa. Wiz, 205-pound world title. We just got started. What do you think so far?
I'm thinking it's looking good. These boys look excited to be here, both of them. Working real hard. It's $1 million on the line. We got 5 rounds. Hopefully they make the best of that. You know, I'm excited to be here. PFL just acquired Bellator, so it's going to be a great fight, man.
Impa Kasanganay was able to land a right hand behind the ear, and there's a left hook as he backs up Josh Silveira.
Josh has got to be careful backing straight up with that chin up in the air. He's got to keep those hands high. Impa starting to land with more volume here.
Impa still closed mouth, breathing through his nose, despite the high volume.
Yeah, he's staying very, very relaxed here.
Nice jab by Silveira. Like to see him uncork that straight left. But Impa beats him to the punch. No pun intended.
Yeah, and landed a nice short left hook there. Silveira doesn't want to be in the pocket trading with boxing technique with Kasanganay for too long. Beautiful takedown there.
Super nice head movement. Head outside single by Josh Silveira. He's trying to capture the other leg, the free leg now. Kasanganay attacking the head, making him think about it. Nice job.
Silveira's on his back and on his neck.
He missed it. Got a little rushed, a little too high, and lost the position.
Yeah, he didn't line up his shoulders with the shoulders of Kasanganay, allowed him to rotate. Now it's Impa who's on top.
No anchors.
Oh, now look at this.
And now
interesting. Bulldog attempt by Kasanganay here.
But you see, Impa's not lined up either.
Nope, and Silveira did a nice job of getting out of that leg ride, taking that anchor away.
Wow, fast and furious start here.
Great counter movement from both of these guys. Short uppercut landed as we take a listen inside the corner of Josh Silveira.
This is going to be a grueling fight. We can see that right from the start.
Minuto y medio.
Back to the center of the smart cage. High pace so far in his 205-pound championship.
Josh said in preparation for this fight, his dad put him through a lot of different challenges, a lot of different tests. Said he doesn't want to be surprised by anything here tonight.
Oh, scooping uppercut there from the rear hand. Impa Kasanganay mixing the strikes.
Kasanganay's striking is very, very accurate tonight. Nice little foot wheel attempt by Kasanganay. Silveira steps out of it.
I think what I'm most impressed by at this moment is that Impa hasn't even opened his mouth to breathe yet.
Yep.
It's all through the nose right now.
Yeah, and it's been a very fast-paced fight, now landing even more shots.
Great job of mixing the straight strikes and the looping punches. Impa Kasanganay giving Silveira different looks. Little drip of blood coming down the left side of Josh Silveira's face in these final few seconds of round number one.
I'd like to see Josh Silveira do some head fakes. At least make him think he's going to shoot a double. Keep that wrestling on the playing field.
Absolutely.
Josh Silveira and Impa Kasanganay set for round number two.
Round, you ready? You ready? Let's go, come on.
Dan Hardy, how'd you see round one?
A fascinating first round. You know, this is 25 minutes, and we knew both of these guys were going to be smart enough to feel one another out. But we got all of the ranges in that first one. Now Kasanganay starting to rev the engine a bit, but amazingly, still breathing through his nose, which is so difficult to do in a high-pressure situation.
He landed a short right there. Got Silveira off balance a little bit. Wiz Khalifa, do you like the work you're seeing from Impa Kasanganay?
Oh man, it's going down. Really good use of his stamina, good takedown defense, setting up those punches and kicks really well. He's just using all his weapons, and yeah, he's showing off in this fight.
But now he's got double underhooks. Silveira able to pummel out of it. Little slip there on the plant foot from Impa Kasanganay.
It's an okay level change by Josh Silveira, but he reached for the legs. He didn't keep his feet moving. That allowed Kasanganay to pull him up chest to chest and take the position away from him.
Yeah, and that's where Josh is going to get caught. He's getting caught repeatedly. He's backing straight up, hands down, chin up in the air, and he's running to a lot of the punches of Kasanganay.
Silveira now starting to put together 1-2s right down the middle. Impa's going to have to keep his head off that center line. Look at this stoic approach from Impa. Between those explosions.
And Randy, I agree. I think Josh has been a little bit too predictable. There's a nice level change, but he's not fainting his way in.
Exactly, and now he's on his knees. Tough to finish once you hit your knees in the double position.
One thing I think we've learned watching Impa Kasanganay, even fighting large light heavyweights, he's undersized for the weight class. He lacks nothing for strength. And you saw him there, even on the decent level change in pressure, from Silveira. Big slip here from Kasunganai.
Kasunganai tried to throw the left kick and slipped and landed on his back.
Yeah, absolutely, Sean, and I think we saw that against Martin Hamlin, an absolutely massive 205-pounder who also comes from a wrestling background, and he was able to get back to his feet. He's showing some good composure here against Silveira. Not a great spot for him, though. Now working for an underhook. He needs to get the far side underhook, that left arm. And he's trying to dig for it now. Now he can blade his body and get back to his feet. There he goes.
And gets back to the offense immediately.
Well, look at the hips and thighs of Kasunganai. This guy's got the lower body of a big person. He may not be the biggest upper body, but he's got that core that's very, very strong and able to bear that weight.
Wow, that's a big right hand.
Big right hand.
Yeah. Sharp and quick, and he's mixing them up, and then he comes around the corner with the next one.
Well, Josh's solution to kind of having that chin up in the air is ducking down, which is also not a good solution because now he can start running into knees and uppercuts.
Yep. And we've seen Kasunganai, he'll reach his left arm around on those hooks and then throw the dirty boxing, the uppercuts, the short punches. Nice lead jab here from Josh Silveira, who's sucking wind here in the second.
It's the speed of Kasunganai that's been the difference. His shots have landed. He's just that split second faster. It's not that Silveira's not throwing things, it's just not quite as quick.
I would love to know what's going through Josh Silveira's head at this moment. Even in a high-paced fight like this, he's staring at a guy who's just breathing through the nose, remaining calm. Good jab there from Silveira. We talked about the training camp for both of these fighters, and Josh said that he would start fresh rounds. He wants no reaction. New opponent would come in, midway through a round, he would try not to react. Just get back to the techniques. He's gonna have to do that if it stays this way against Impa. Another right hand.
Josh doesn't want to get pinned up against the cage there. He's got to be careful. That's where Martin Hamlin got caught.
Final 30 seconds of this second frame.
See if Impa starts to attack the body of Silveira.
Just as you said it, he dug that right hand in.
Right to the body, left to the head. Good jousting jab from Silveira. He's had some success, but he wears a short hook to the side of his head for his efforts.
Yeah, Silveira definitely starting to get frustrated.
Oh.
There's the belt for round two.
Really, most of the action has been happening on the feet. There's a nice left hook that kind of grazed the chin of Silveira as he backed him up. There's a nice right hand that landed pretty clean on Silveira. Silveira showing he's got a great chin. Just missed with the follow-up shot, did Impa Kasunganai.
Holly says round three coming. Josh Silveira and Impa Kasunganai. 205-pound championship, $1 million on the line. A potential super fight matchup with the Bellator champion after PFL's acquisition of Bellator. And Impa with the blitz forward.
That 1-2-3 combination was on the money. Looked like that last three might have hurt Josh a little bit. You can tell if it was him stumbling on the fence or if it actually hurt him.
With some early blitzes here from Impa in round three. Is this the one? Is this the round where he can get a finish?
Yeah, he can get a finish. He's seeing everything coming his way. You know, he's like a few good shots from taking him out of there for sure. I see it happening close to the end of this round.
Good level change here from Josh Silveira. Drives with the feet. Great work by Impa Kasunganai to force the head down.
Beautiful spar, great hand control. Sprawl, I should say.
Yeah, and Silveira didn't do himself any favors. His hips didn't really get underneath his head there.
At least stayed off his knees and kept his feet moving, but he didn't explode.
Right.
Finish it.
Now double unders Reversal of position here for Impa Kasanganay. You can see the live odds have swung significantly in Impa's favor. Minus 1,300 favorite at this point in the fight.
Ligado na saída do clinch, Josh. Fica ligado na separação.
Josh just kind of gave up the back there.
Nice sweep. Come on! Impa uses his right leg to kick the supporting limbs out from under Josh Silveira.
Silveira's in trouble. He's got to be careful here. Impa's got one hook in. Cranking that face.
And this is where Impa really should try to increase the pressure. Instead of going for the submission, control and start landing some big ground and pound.
He's basically, man, I mean, Josh turns over, he's in full mount. Josh gave the quarter position. He's going to try and find his way back to his feet. Oh, nice uppercut.
I mean, Impa is just locked in. I mean, that's what laser-like focus looks like.
Body shot and then the left hook came over the top from Impa Kasanganay. Starting to mix it up. Ran into a jab there though. Josh Silveira very much in this fight.
Yeah, he showed a lot of toughness here.
Level changes there, but he went right to his knees. It's impossible to keep your feet moving and drive through that body weight to finish the takedown. Nice spin behind by Kasanganay. Silveira is looking fatigued. He's looking very fatigued.
Oh, he's got it.
He's got it in tight.
Josh Silveira
get out of it.
Turns out, but Impa rides to the top. Goes to work with the right hand. Mat return here.
Nice job. Nice job by Impa, recognizing where he was at to let those hooks out and stay on top.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he would have lost position if he committed to those hooks.
Yep, he'd have been on the bottom.
Corner of Impa Kasanganay, and he is right in front of his own corner.
Standing arm triangle.
These are rare. He could hit it here.
He's got it locked. Can't tell if he's got pressure on Josh's shoulder.
Not anymore. 40 seconds in round number 3. Impa Kasanganay pulling away, staying offensive in this fight. Live odds continuing to swing very drastically now in his favor. Manhandling Josh Silveira against the smart cage.
"15 seconds.
I think what's most surprising is the fact that he's been largely out-grappled here by Kasanganay.
Yeah, that is very surprising.
Round 3 in the books.
Here's a nice doubling attempt by Josh Silveira. Keeps his feet moving, runs out of steam. Nice sprawl by Impa Kasanganay, using that whizzer, pushing the head down. You go where your head goes. He pushed his head down and stopped the forward momentum of Josh Silveira. Here he is. He's trying to get the choke. As Josh reacts, he gets both hooks in. Well, he's got one hook in. As Josh rolls, Kasanganay recognizes where he's at. He's potentially going to get reversed and gets that hook out of there. Very, very smart.
Yeah, that was great awareness there.
Impa Kasanganay and Josh Silveira squaring off for $1 million in a light heavyweight world championship. This is the first time in Impa's career he's been into the championship rounds, but he does appear to be fresh. Josh Silveira has previously fought a 5-round fight. Oh! Great combination again.
Huge shots.
Boy, I got sweat from that one. That was
Yes, getting showered with the splashing sweat of both fighters here in front of our broadcast position. Impa hunting here.
Yeah, he definitely smells blood in the water here. Silveira able to stay on his feet, but those shots were massive.
Oh, nasty left hook on the...
Wow.
The chin on Josh Silveira is really something.
Josh's movements are struggling. He looks like he's struggling to me.
Yeah, he's still hurt.
Sure.
I think he's still hurt too. Impa really has taken control here of this fight, just dominating range.
Going now to the straight right hand. Impa Kasanganay offers one to the belly of Josh Silveira. Dan Hardy, 4th round, and Impa's still fresh.
I am so impressed with Impa Kasanganay in this one, and I feel like his determination and his patience, his ability to compose himself in these moments is really kind of partly what's playing into the acceptance of defeat on Josh Silveira's part. I don't even feel like he's that tired. I just feel like he's shut out of the fight, and Kasanganay is staying laser focused on what his goal is in this fight. Very, very impressive performance. Far more one-sided than I expected, I'll be honest.
Silveira now trying to grab hold of the hips of Impa Kasanganay. Impa negates it once again, chest to chest.
Kasanganay felt the fence coming, circled his feet, and got off of that. Stayed off of the barrier.
Wiz, it wasn't round 3. Round 4 going to be the end.
Man, even if he doesn't take him out, it's Impa's fight. Silveira's hanging in there. His chin is strong. He's eating a lot of these shots, but he can't really find his rhythm. He's looking a little wonky in there, and Impa's just sticking to his guns and staying on his job, not getting taken down and firing off. So we're just going, he could ride it out just like this and win it. $1 million his.
It's certainly a growing gap in this fight. Impa Kasanganay, more than halfway through round number 4, has been very impressive so far. Pace, shot selection, grappling defense, grappling offense for that matter. An incredible composure. The crowd here in DC chanting, "Let's go, Impa, let's go." Capturing some hearts and minds here. The son of Congolese immigrants, first-generation American. Lands a nice jab. No follow-up just yet.
You know, Josh is not out of this fight. I think he's continued to stay strong mentally and physically, but it's got to be something when you are getting out-wrestled, out-struck out there, and your opponent isn't even breathing heavy at all. I mean, that could mentally defeat a guy, but Josh still staying with it here.
Another check hook and almost a slip there from Impa. Josh getting more aggressive. Offers a knee on the entry from Impa Kasanganay. Straight right back. Final 30 seconds of round 4. Good combination there from Josh. Got Impa backing up. There's another hook.
Yeah, Josh starting to string together a combination there. It's a good sign.
Oh, ate a right hand as he tried the knee. Josh throwing caution to the wind here at the end of round 4 and found some success in doing so. Conan Silveira and Josh Silveira know exactly what they're up against there. If you watched and heard how his father was coaching him, he's got to go finish this fight in round number 5. Did somebody tell him
Let's go, come on.
that this was a 10-round fight? And that's why he came in this kind of shape?
He looks ready for one. Yeah, I'm not sure I've seen anything like it.
Left hook, right hand to the body from Impa. Oh. Right hand as they clashed. Randy, how do you coach Impa to fight this?
I think Impa sticks with exactly what has got him in this position. He's dominated 4 rounds of this fight. Keep doing exactly what you're trained to do. Doesn't need to change a thing.
Yeah, I mean, even if he loses this round, he still wins this fight. But he's just in control. He's dominating the range. He's stopping the takedowns. He's frustrating Silveira. He's landing the cleaner shots. He's putting together combinations. And Silveira just cannot come up with an answer.
Conan Silveira asked Josh, what are you going to do with the 5 minutes that you have? Josh Silveira pressing the action, trying to find a solution to the problem that is Impa Kasanganay.
Just excellent movement by Impa as well. Just excellent lateral movement, establishing that jab.
I mean, he's just known where he was at in every second of this fight so far.
Yeah.
Wiz, you heard the question, what is Josh Silveira going to do with now the 3 minutes that he has?
I want him to just start swinging away, bro. He's got 3 minutes. There's $1 million on the line. He hung in there as long as possible. Man, he's got to find some type of opening and go big. And if he can't go big, stay on his feet and just brawl it out, baby. See what you can do.
I like that game plan.
Silveira's starting to land some bigger shots, though.
Yeah, he's straightening his punches out. He's letting him go right down the middle, and he's walking Impa down.
I think lands off the top of the guard. Oh, nice hook landed there in the middle of that combination from Silveira.
Yeah, this is the best his striking has looked the whole fight.
He's throwing combinations, and Impa's offering, well, ones and twos back. Interrupted some of that momentum there, perhaps.
Yeah, Impa's not going to hand this round over easily.
Oh, nasty right from Josh Silveira.
Impa's got to bring those hands right back after that jab. He's leaving it out there a little bit. Silveira's returning on the counter.
After 23 minutes, does Silveira have enough power? Good knee to the midsection, and another. Most successful round for Silveira, but on the exit, sharp right hand from Impa Kasanganay, who now may be listening to the cornering of his coaches, take the safer approach for this final minute and a half.
Now Impa starting to counter with more frequency. Oh, another short right hand.
Josh Silveira's chin on display.
Jeez.
I mean, Kasanganay's landed over 100 strikes, many of them significant.
Yeah, no
great
question.
sprawl.
This is just excellent preparation and execution by Impa Kasanganay and his team.
And I will belabor the point all day long. This is a 205-pound fight. The gas tank on display, the composure, even with high volume and output. Impa Kasanganay is in phenomenal shape.
Gotta watch the headlock here. Nice job by Kasanganay to feel it. Duck under and come out the back.
Impa Kasanganay started his season on the PFL Challenger Series. He had to earn a spot in the season. He earned that spot. He earned his place into a championship. And he just earned himself $1 million and a 205-pound title in the Professional Fighters League. Celebratory dance from Impa. Here's your Geico Cageonomics stats bundle, and you can just see the volume. Every category, Impa Kasanganay outthrew, outlanded, outwrestled Josh Silveira. Impa goes 5 for 5 on the artificial intelligence score.
Impa with a nice sweep. Maintain that top position. Looks like he's trying to get in position for an arm triangle. Isolate the neck of Josh. There's the choke attempt. Just got to get those hooks in, those anchors. He feels where he's at, realizes he's in the risk of being reversed. He lets it go and stays on top. Very, very smart. Beautiful body, head. Nice 2-3-2 combination. Shot selection, presence of mind to know where he's at all times in this fight. Very, very impressive.
Impa Kasanganay, challenger to champion, barring any surprises. Andy Shepard, tell us.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this bout 50-45 for your winner via unanimous decision and 2023 PFL Light Heavyweight Champion, Impa Kasanganay!
What a moment for Impa Kasanganay, having that belt wrapped around his waist.
And he is the much taller fighter here, although I do not think 5 feet 11 inches tall is an accurate measurement on Jakob Netto. He is a mountain of a man as well. Both fighters weighed in just below that championship limit of 205 pounds. Reach advantage on arms and legs. No surprise favoring the smaller fighter, Simeon Powell.
So keys for victory here, Simeon Powell. He's got to weather the early storm. You've got to expect that from a guy like Neto. Striking in volume is going to be key. This is a 25-minute fight. For Neto, strike hard, strike early. And head position in the clinch is going to be a key to keeping him safe on that takedown.
And now to the voice of the smart cage, Andy Shepard.
Dublin, 3 Arena. We are about to make history. The following is our first 6-figure fight. 5 rounds of action for the PFL Europe Light Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 204.5 pounds and holds a professional record of 7 wins and 1 loss. All 7 victories coming by way of stoppage. Fighting out of Ljubljana, Slovenia, the Gorilla, Jakob Netto! And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 6 feet 5 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 204.5 pounds and holds an undefeated professional record of 9 victories and no defeats. 7 wins coming by way of stoppage. Fighting out of London, England, Smooth Simeon Powell. Your referee in charge, Derek Hickey.
Smooth Simeon Powell in the blue, Jakob Netto in the gray.
Ready? Let's go.
5 5-minute rounds possible, $100,000, a gold belt, and a place in the global roster at stake for these men.
this season.
Stuck through for Neto. Now lean back to take some of the heat off it.
Good calf kick there by Powell.
He feigned a body kick as well. Got the reaction out of Neto that he might have been looking for. Neto's going to have to be careful with both his lead leg and bringing his guard down.
It's a good weapon for Powell to take away that power in the hands of Neto. He's got to be careful though. Very little room for error when we start taking Neto.
Hard calf kick there. Certainly going to slow down his forward pressure. Great footwork by Powell.
And excellent on the jab and the follow-up kick. Simeon Powell stringing together a nice little combination there early.
4 great calf kicks already.
Dan Hardy, is it as simple as the conventional wisdom for Simeon Powell? You got to get this thing into the later rounds.
Look, he's doing exactly the right thing. His nickname's Smooth. He's got to be smooth with his footwork. He's got to be slick with his striking. Choose his moments to engage, because if he gets caught with one shot, it could be an early night. Right now, he's doing exactly the right things, and he's forcing Neto to miss.
Neto throws a lot of heat on every strike, so he's going to have to worry about a gas tank potentially as the right hand goes through the guard. Powell with that long jab. Right now, Neto though staying in his face. Gonna have to address those calf kicks at some point.
Body lock by Powell. Good job here. There's another way to neutralize the power of Neto. Put him up against the fence or take him down and put him on his back. But yeah, those calf kicks, he needs to address those for sure.
Look at the bruising already on the outside of Neto's left leg.
They're incredibly difficult to block.
This is where the head position's got to come into play for Neto. Whether he wants to take down or whether he wants to separate, head position is going to be key. Nice.
Simeon Powell works right back to his feet. Neto's on a 7-fight win streak. He lost his first pro fight, and then he's won 7 in a row since. And he's won them all by first round finish.
Good job by Powell to push down on his hands in Neto. Suplex by Neto.
Can be an uneasy feeling for someone the size of Simeon Powell to just be thrown around like that.
Very unusual, very unnatural for him, because not many people can do this to him. But then at the same time for Neto, very difficult to deal with someone that's as big as you that can defend your takedowns. Look at this sharp striking by Simeon.
Beautiful shot selection. Simeon Powell managing his distance perfectly. Doesn't want to get into a firefight with Neto, so he backs himself out.
What an exchange that was.
Beautiful work there by Simeon Powell.
Great work with the jab and the head movement, Simeon Powell.
We haven't seen this side of Neto yet this season. Could very well be because of the calf kicks.
I don't think we've had time to see it. It's been so devastatingly effective.
Very true.
This really shows that these two are the right people for this championship bout. For as competitive as this first round has been, both of these guys have smashed through the competition so far.
He's staying just on the outside. Perfect range for Powell, but a right hand stuck through for Neto.
Powell hurt him with that right hand. Neto showing his own chin here.
Coming to the close of round number 1. Neto now pressing Simeon Powell up against the small cage barrier.
Good knee again by Powell.
Wow. Sharp strike in here from Simeon Powell. Look how he just drifts out of range. Here we go. We're going to see the flying knee here. Wow. Oh, man, just a little too close with that. But again, the range management, using that full reach advantage, picking at his opponent like that. Really slick work, beautiful striking by Simeon Powell, but he takes a big one back there by Neto.
I mean, that knees buckle. That's what you have to worry about if you're Simeon Powell and you're his corner right now. Look, Jakob Neto sitting on the stool. He's taking some big, deep breaths.
Wow, how are we going to separate these two guys? If they keep fighting at that pace, we're destined to get a finish.
These are light heavyweights, but they're fighting like lightweights or bantamweights. Look, they're just staring at one another.
Simeon Powell in the blue, Jakob Neto in the gray. And I think you've got to score round one for Simeon Powell. Isn't that right, Stefan?
Yeah, I agree. He landed the better shots, but we saw that big right hand of Neto at the end of the first round.
Oh. Got to wonder what that lead leg of Neto's feeling like. He keeps picking it up every time Simeon feints, so you know he's feeling sensitive.
Absolutely. We'll see if he ends up switching stances because of it. It's starting to look like hamburger meat on the outside.
That jab is a sniping jab. Beautiful right hand as well. He's so quick with his hands.
And the footwork is really the big difference here. Because even on that exchange, Neto not able to bring his feet with him. Simeon Powell using his footwork to drift out of that range like you were talking about during the replays, Dan.
It's just really good range management, which we don't always see from fighters that are tall and rangy. You know, it takes a real craft to be able to move and find space like this.
See next year. Beautiful takedown here by Jacob Neto to start that second round. Another one, a suplex here by Jacob Neto. His leg was damaged. He was starting to look for the takedowns. Simeon Powell did a really good job moving away from the fence. Landed some very, very powerful punches here. Good jabs, good straights. But Jacob Neto kept on firing. Simeon Powell made a slight error in the second round, and Jacob Neto was able to catch him with that incredible power he has. Beautiful knockout there by Jacob Neto.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Derek Hickey calls a halt to the action at 1 minute and 16 seconds of round number 2, declaring your winner via knockout and 2023 PFL Europe Light Heavyweight Champion, Jakob Neto!
Our tail of the tape for this light heavyweight championship brought to you by Red Kanwan. Impa Kasanganai, only 30 years of age. Dalton Sanyak Shamurdov, 34. Impa actually taller in this fight. That's not super common for him at 205 pounds. He does have a 1-inch reach advantage as well.
Keys to victory for these light heavyweights. For Kasanganai, control the center and fight at boxing range. Easier said than done because he's also got to use his anti-clinch so he doesn't get grappled. For Yakshimuradov, damage the lead leg, slow Impa down. Slip counters, he's very good at getting his head off the center line, and his rear uppercut is a very dangerous weapon.
We'll go now to the light heavyweights for their opportunity to take home the $1 million prize. It's 5 rounds or less with the 2024 PFL World title on the line. As we first introduce the blue corner at 5'11", weighing in 204 1/4 pounds through the Bellator ranks and into the PFL season. He's a winner now of 6 straight, coming in with a professional record of 24 total wins, 7 losses, 1 draw. As a pioneer for MMA in Turkmenistan, he's fighting out of Ashgabat, presenting Devlet Yakshimuradov. And across the smart cage, his adversary fighting out of the red corner at 6 foot, weighing in 205 1/2 pounds, the 2023 PFL champion with a shot tonight for back back-to-back world titles. He stands nearly perfect in the PFL at 8-1, while overall bringing 18 professional victories, 4 defeats. By way of Miami, he fights out of Deerfield Beach, Florida, USA, Impa Chilopo Kasangana. The referee in charge, Gerd Richter.
Gentlemen, you know the rules. Protect yourself at all times and listen to my commands. When I say stop, you stop. Fight hard, fight fair. God bless and keep it real. Step back in your corner.
Chance of Dublin already raining down. He's in the black trunks, Impa Kasangana in the blue. One added element to this light heavyweight rivalry. Killcliff is where Impa Kasangana trains. Davletson Yakshimuradov has adopted American top team. They want a win over Impa badly because twice he beat their coach's son, Josh Silver. Oh, straight into range. Impa wants to get behind the jab.
I also think it's worth mentioning, we both picked up on it as they were making the announcements. As they were announcing Impa and the crowd started to boo, Dublin waved it up. He's like, no boos. I love the respect between these two guys. They both know how incredibly talented and skilled and conditioned they are. I mean, are they two of the most dynamic light heavyweights? Apart from yourself, of course, Sean.
Look, I have no delusions of the kind of speed and conditioning these two individuals have shown us.
Stepping in, and then the counter punches come back. That right hand caught Impa right on the chin. There, the left one right on the forehead. Keeps falling there, the uppercut. That one really hurt. And you just see him wilting a little bit more with each one of these flurries. Now he goes down. Referee's seen enough. Heavy hands by Doblet Yakshimuradov.
I mean, it's really unreal, Randy. We saw Impa earlier this season getting in firefights with Johnny Eblin. Doesn't go down. Got in a firefight with Jakob Neto, who's a huge light heavyweight.
Big.
Didn't go down. Josh Silveira didn't go down. And it's Davletson Yakshimuradov who finally puts last year's champion away. The corner from American top team, loving what they saw.
For the official presentation, we once again welcome back His Excellency Badr Al-Kadi, Vice Minister of Sport. Ladies and gentlemen, inside the PFL Smart Cage, it comes to an end. Just 58 seconds into round number 1. He is the winner by knockout and earns the $1 million as the 2024 PFL Light Heavyweight World Champion, Davlet Yakshimuradov.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Francis Ngannou. Subscribe now to the PFL MMA YouTube channel.